Hey guys, Major Frenchy, welcome. Today is a special request. We've actually had quite a few new members on our Discord. I'm just going to briefly talk about Discord a bit later for people that don't know what it is. And the request was to show what's inside the cab. I had many videos. This is probably going to be, I don't know, probably the last video of kind of showing off this, this cab because, I mean, I've done so many videos. They're out there. Um, by the way, if you're looking for something, that I kind of worked on, for example, addressable LEDs. Uh, you know what, guys? I spend a lot of time making these videos. Please spend the time to go in my library and search before kind of, wasting your time asking for, hey, where's the video for addressable LED? Like, really? Okay. That's the end of the the rant. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna quickly show you basically what this cab is about, and very informal, guys. I mean, I'm not gonna explain how stuff works. Again, I have videos and videos and videos for that stuff. So, yeah. So let's just start. Okay, so that's a 1975 Williams restored. So that cab was in super crappy condition. And I spent a lot of time trying to restore, like fill the holes, kind of fix it as best as I could, right? And it turned out to be actually not bad. Is it worth getting a restored? Absolutely. You can actually get some very decent results with the. Never mind, I gotta fold that close. That's my chore after, so don't mind that. We just gotta set our priorities, right? Video first and then close after. Okay, so yeah, the only thing is if it's in really bad shape inside, which this one was kind of, unless you really want to restore the inside, when you open it up, it's gonna look like kind of crap, but who cares, right? The outside looks really good. So what I have is I have, a non-functioning coin door mechanism. I could have, but I just didn't. I still got a kind of the minor issues. This cab, I would say, is 99% done. All I need to do right now is some small tweaks. Like for example, I just need to kind of glue that in place, add the screws here, right, and everything else will be okay. So that's a small detail. I've got buttons here, right? Well, I'm not going to talk about buttons, but just like coins, and then this is like a kind of a button that I use for special functions, and this one is exit. I get the lunge here, and then the plunger. This is a digital plunger, guys. It uses the Pinscape software. So when you pull this, it pulls the ball for real in the table. I've got the vent. This is for the blower fan. I had people fucking blasting me saying, hey, this looks like crap. I don't give a damn. It's for me, and then it fits with the theme of my cab. If you don't like it, just don't do it. Just do something else. So I'm just going to open that up. So you can see the hose that's connected, right, for the fan. Here's like a homemade attachment that I made with PVC, so it connects here. This is like my, again, homemade. I've used like buttons. I use what I had in stock. You can use a real pinball light. I've used LED, like buttons, LEDs and stuff, so that works. I have a ROM panel that I've built, which I don't use that much. So if I rebuild one, I'm not going to use this. I use my keyboard, but that's just me, right? Some people like the real, authentic, kind of ROM little push button stuff. I don't like it, especially when it's closed and locked. I use my keyboard, and for me, it works well. So yeah, so I use a 4K. That's a 40-inch screen. Yeah, so that's 4K. That's a big difference. I would say if you build your cab, guys, just use a 4K. It's totally worth it. I've got buttons here. They're RGB, so they change color. I've got here's like a full DMD. Again, I did a video not too long ago how I switched from a regular DMD to a full size. Full size, I highly recommend it. It's great. It's very visual. I just love it. Here is actually again I got videos for that. It's like a couple of rings, and there's like a PVC. Actually, no, it's what's that material? And it diffuses the LEDs, and I've got a ring on each side. It's kind of cool. The effects are really great. I'll show you later. That's a 28-inch because that's what would fit, and that's what I had. 5 LED bar with the flasher. That's the beacon. I've got my topper, and that's like a 1280 by 390. Terry Red has a great video on this. Just go and watch for this if you wish. And the back. That's if you've seen my videos, that's the old board I used to sell, and I made that open source. Now you guys can make your own or get a different solution. Actually, Arno's got some 12-volt RGB LED for the flasher. Makes things a lot easier. Highly recommend them. Here's just my different connections here for the power supply. That's for my addressable LEDs. That's a dedicated 5-volt. That's 60 amps power supply for all the addressable LEDs in the cab. And that's the knocker right here. Position, I mean, a lot of people put it in the back, on the back box. You can put it really wherever you want, depending where you have space. It's easy to access it. And here's the that's actually the dedicated power supply for the knocker. Yeah, that's a 48 volts power supply. So here's the back. The back, I've got my fan. Really from the back here, the only thing I have is kind of got my SSF tucked in here. I got it like on a drawer where I can remove this. I got quick connectors that I can quickly remove. And I've got them, well, it's kind of a crappy labeling system, but it works. See, like I know this is the rear, and all my connections goes to my SSF. So if I need to remove this, I can just quickly unplug this, and I remove that, and I have access to my panel right here, which is really from the back here. I can't access much because everything's going to be accessible under the glass, which is where we're going to go next. Okay, so I removed the glass. Guys, there's like 1,000 ways to install your addressable LEDs. Some people use magnets, some people use tracks, some people just glue them. I've tried a lot of these solutions. For me, it comes down to, ease of access, easy to remove, easy to install. Bob's your uncle. That's me. I got small Velcros that I basically just put on so it doesn't move. So when I want to remove them, I just lift off. There you go. See? Now it's ready to be removed. That's just a plastic track that I used, and I kind of painted the side black so it doesn't show as much. So I've got quick connectors. I can just simply disconnect those, kind of put them out of the way. See how easy it was? Look. I got my quick connector, and I painted them so I know which collar goes where, right? Because I got two. I got one for the signal, and I got one for the 5-volt. So that's me. That's how I do it. All right, I'm just going to lift off that screen because I got bad experience lifting screens and breaking them. So I'll be back. Okay, so screen's removed. So now I can just unplug my addressable LED if I want to. And there you go. See, it's out of the way. Just to quickly show you this. So this is the connector I have for the 5-volt, right? Ground and 5-volt. And this is the quick connector I use for the signal. You could use, one of those for the signal as well. This is what I use here. So it works well. All right, you've asked for it. Here it is. That's the inside. So those I'm going to change. They don't sound as loud. I've got a replacement, but I've got them set up. Again, everything is ready to be kind of done quickly. See, I've got screw. They'll get removed. And I can just, use these wires on the new contactor, and then Bob's your uncle. So yeah, I'm going to change those. That's the Oak Micros all-in-one. Again, I got a video on that. Highly recommend. It works really well. And basically all the toys, contactors, like, which is this guy, right? The beacon, the 5 LED bar, the fan that I showed you, right? The gear motor. I got a gear motor. Actually, I can show you because I've installed mine under. I hear it a lot better. That's just me. People, I've complained, especially when there's like a lot of music in your table, and the gear motor's triggered, you cannot hear. But with the gear motor being outside the cap, I hear it better. Yeah, so that's the all-in-one. That's my fuse board right here. Actually, I got two fuse boards, so every devices are protected. Actually, this is protected from the device because that's expensive. And that's the SSF. And I know I'm going to get crucified for this, but I don't really like SSF. Yeah, that's just me. It has been disconnected for about 3 months now. I don't miss it. Yeah, there's a lot of effects, the ball and all that. You know what? For me, I concentrate on the playing. I like the pop packs. I like the music. That's what that's what works for me. I have them if I ever want to. I can quickly connect them, but they have been disconnected. What else? Yeah, so you see, it's all like neat and kind of organized. A lot of it goes into planning, guys. Spend time planning your stuff because you're gonna regret it. I think I did this one 3 times. Every time it takes like about a month. So just, take your time and plan ahead. If you want to use these tracks, they're conduit type of, how do they call them? Panduit. They call them panduit. We basically can slide this and then fish your wire, and it makes your project a lot cleaner. Moving towards the back, I've got the PC here. The PC is nothing, extra fancy. It's a motherboard. It's a AS Rock, and then I've got, it's like the processors a 2700 AMD. The graphics card is actually a Radeon. I've got it doubled up with a secondary video card. Right now, I removed it to do some tests, but typically I have 2 video cards running, 2 for my main playfield, like the playfield and the back glass, and I use a secondary card for the full DMD and the topper. The reason for this, just for balancing, would it work well, all 4 with this? Yep, it would. And I've had great success. And the only thing is, the reason I removed the other one is because if you're using OBS for recording, OBS does not like multiple video cards. So if you want to kind of show all your 4 displays, you kind of have to stick to an all-in-one solution, which is the reason I got only this one connected right now. But yeah, so yeah, that's about it. I got the power supplies. They're all below here. So if I have to service the power supply, it would suck. But I kind of make everything modular, right? So if you see, this is like my center kind of board for the solenoids, well, the contactors. I've got 2 screws on each side. If I remove the 2 screws, I can lift that off, and then I will have access to my electronics. And then if you see, I've got quick connectors here as well, right? So if I want to change this guy, it's easy, man. I just it's a quick connector. So Here's the dot matrix. Right now, I need to readjust this, but I got it on kind of hinges just to kind of be able to adjust it the way I want with the monitor.
It's game time.
Ah, sérieux?
Except you ugly green Martian. Destroy the saucer.
Man. 880.
Ouais, avec les lumières. Ok, go. Nice.
Flying saucer from Mars. Mamma mia! The Martians are threatening the town of Pisa!
That ridiculous bickering, Batman's had time, so is the crew. Oh, dear me. The court jester must run. Just in time.
As long as you're holding class as Penguin, perhaps you'd include Batgirl too.
Hey, that's it, guys. So that's the inside of the cab. I hope you find it helpful. I got tons of other videos. We got people posting tons of different setups that they have on our Discord. If you want to come and visit our Discord, just come and, guys, it's open for everybody. It's not on an invite. You need the link to kind of find it. It's in the description below. We got getting close, actually, very close to 1,000 members. We're gonna have a great event coming up. We're gonna have a raffle. We got vendors that are gonna donate stuff to you guys. I just set up a new. You will see it once you visit the Discord. You will have a section called Our Members, where you can post a picture of yourself next to your cab, and then I have a template for like your specs, like what kind of CPU you're using, what kind of graphics card, and then the screens and all that. So it's got, everybody's the same. So you post a picture of yourself, and you can add your username in the picture if you wish, and then have the specs, post that, and then that will actually enter you in the contest automatically when you do this. Not a contest, the draw. So we have different prizes that we'll have. We got a few things coming up there very soon. I'm going to have a video about that. But come and see us on the Discord. And guys, thanks for being with me today. And I mean, that's a long-winded project. That takes, I don't know, I've been on this for about over 2 years now. It'll never be done because like we're hobbyists. Like it's like a guy working on a car, right? Car's never done. Like, yeah, it's drivable, it looks good, but it can always be tweaked, right? So that's it, guys. And thanks for being with me. Come and see me in the Discord. And then we got a bunch of other good people in the Discord.